counselor here at Treasure Coast Hospice. I'm assuming if you're watching today that you or someone that you care about has had a significant loss, and you might be concerned about how you're going to cope through these next couple of months. I thought it would be good to go over some tips today that might make coping this holiday season just a little bit easier. But before we do that, I thought we would talk about why grief feels so much harder during the holidays.
During major holidays, many normal activities have given way to parties, gift-giving, and other celebrations. Expectations are high for happy holiday spirits all around. All of this combined with festive decorations on every corner, holiday movies and commercials on every channel, and the pressure to participate in it all can leave those who are grieving feeling overwhelmed and more isolated than ever. There are often quiet moments when outside life shuts down and maybe work is closed, and we're left thinking about our loss and how the holidays may never feel the same again. We're often told that the holidays are a time to be spent with loved ones, but what if you can't this year? Or the loved one that you want to spend the holidays with is no longer here. This year you may not be able to travel like you typically would, or your family may not feel safe traveling to you. So what do we do? How will you learn to cope this holiday season? Experience the pain rather than trying to avoid or escape it. Creating space for your grief by acknowledging it when it comes will help you to feel better in the long run. It's exhausting to keep stuffing emotions. Remember that those big waves of grief always recede. Even if you only get 5 minutes of feeling okay in between waves, that 5 minutes will eventually turn into 10 minutes, and suddenly you've had a whole day between waves. If it doesn't feel good to do, allow yourself to say no. You don't have to defend your reasons for not participating. It's enough to say I'm not feeling up to it right now, but thank you for the invitation. You can listen to other people's opinions, but you don't have to take their advice. Go with your gut and decide what feels best for you. Focus on what you can control. You can't control the Christmas music that's playing in your doctor's office or your neighbor's blinding holiday lights, but you can limit your decorations this year. Decide not to watch Christmas movies or only shop online. Be grateful for past holidays and the time that you were able to spend with your loved one. You're allowed to feel both grief and gratitude at the same time. Being grateful doesn't minimize the pain of the loss that you're feeling, but adding in a little positive sentiment here and there can help balance your outlook. Think of it as tenderness for the past, courage for the present, and hope for the future. Decorate or don't. Either way, don't feel guilty about it. Just because you don't feel up to it this year doesn't mean that you'll never do it again. If anything, do something a little different than you usually would. A small tree instead of a big one, or all white lights instead of the colorful ones that you typically use. Life goes on for other people. It's okay that they're happy to celebrate this year. It doesn't mean you have to join right in, but remember the holidays that you've enjoyed in the past and recognize that others can be allowed to enjoy this time too. Don't time travel. In the weeks or months before the holidays arrive, remember that the anticipation of a thing is almost always worse than the actual thing. Our brains aren't able to give us an accurate portrayal of the future. We usually only focus on the worst parts of what we're not looking forward to, and it's unlikely that our worst-case scenarios come to fruition. Remember, Thanksgiving dinner only lasts 2 hours. We don't need to spend 2 months dreading it. Plan ahead. If you do decide to venture out for the holidays, make sure you have an escape plan. Drive yourself, ride with a trusted friend, or take an Uber or other driving service. Feeling like you can leave when you want to helps you to enjoy the time that you're there without feeling trapped. Communicate with the people that you would like to spend the holidays with. Tell them what you do want to do and what you don't want to do. Then everyone can be on the same page. It's also okay to let them know that a decision you made today may feel very different on the day of, so everything can be subject to change. People that care about you want to help you. It's a terrible feeling to not be able to fix a problem for someone that you love. Sometimes helping you with other tasks is the only way they feel they're able to support you. Please let them. Whether it's preparing food, gift shopping, or wrapping, even decorating. Most people will be relieved and appreciative that you've let them help you in some way. Not everyone will grieve the way that you're grieving. Maybe it's the neighbor down the street who has also had a recent loss but seems to stay really busy. Or maybe it's your own family who seems to be moving right along in their grief while you feel stuck. Everyone copes in their own way. You do you, and let others cope in the way that they need to. Feel what you feel without judgment. Holidays bring lots of emotions. Try not to be too self-critical. Remember that all the warm and fuzzy posts you see on social media don't necessarily represent reality. You aren't alone in your feelings of sadness and grief. Many people feel this way during the holidays, even if they aren't sharing it online. Sometimes it might be helpful to take a step back from social media if you notice that you feel bad every time you're on it. Honor your loved one and your memories. If it feels good to do, make their favorite dish. Give special items of theirs to other loved ones that you know would appreciate them. Come up with a special toast or light a candle in their memory. Most importantly, say their name. Share memories and stories. This is how we keep them living with us. Create new traditions or change the old ones. Sometimes it just doesn't feel right to keep doing the same things after someone that did them with you is no longer here. Do something different. Create a memory box or make a donation to a cause that they really believed in, and encourage others that knew them to do the same. Don't impress everyone with your strength. If you seem okay, then people that care about you will assume that you are. Reach out and ask for help. It takes a strong person to recognize when they can no longer do it all on their own. Humans are pack animals. We need each other to survive. Remember that the person that you've lost probably doesn't want to be the reason that you no longer celebrate or participate in the holiday season that was once an important part of your lives. Because you knew them so well, check in with what you think they may tell you in regards to participating in the season this year. Do something kind for others. Even when you're hurting, you still have something to offer the rest of the world. You may have more time on your hands now, whether it's due to social distancing or no longer being a caregiver. Find something you can do that may bring light to someone else's day. Donate gifts to families in need. Make some holiday crafts or cookies, or just do a nice deed for a neighbor. Be kind to yourself. Move at your own pace, not at the pace that others think you should be moving. Notice what helps you to feel better and do more of it. Notice when something you're doing or someone you're talking to regularly is making you feel worse, and cut back or change it. Only you know what's working and what isn't. Here are a couple of ways that you can remember your loved one this year with friends and family. Create a memorial page on Facebook. This way friends and family can gather together to post pictures or share memories of that person. Write a traveling letter. One person writes a memory of their loved one and then mails it to another family member or friend, who shares a memory on the same letter, and so on. This can also be done over email, but there's something special about receiving a handwritten letter. At the end, this letter gets mailed back to the original sender with everyone's cherished memories inside.
The holidays are some of the roughest terrains that we navigate after a loss. We often say that part of us has died with them when we lose someone. But healing and finding meaning is also recognizing that part of them still very much lives inside us. Grief is part of a journey that we just can't fully escape, but that we also must fully feel. There will be times when it is very sad this holiday season. There will also be times where you have brief moments of feeling okay, maybe even a moment of happiness or laughter. Embrace those moments. They're important. Be gentle with yourself. Don't do more than you want to do, and certainly don't do anything that doesn't feel right to do this holiday season. I hope that some of these tips are something you can take with you that will really help you to cope just a little bit easier this holiday season. Good luck, and thank you so much for watching.